Charcuterie boards. They're fun, they're festive, and they are always a crowd pleaser. So I wanted to start during this December 2024 season building a charcuterie board series. And I wanted to start with showing you how I use these throughout the entire month of December and other holidays to really create a fun, fabulous experience, not just for myself, the joy that I have artistically putting them together, but also as a crowd pleaser and certainly as a palate pleaser. So let's jump into some charcuterie boards. I'm going to show you the basic tools that you likely have many of already in your kitchen, how to use thrift store and consignment store finds, as you know I love to do, and then how to put those together. And then I'm going to also showcase for you one that I just recently did yesterday for a holiday party that I attended. All right, let's jump in. First of all, there's a wide variety of different things that you can do with charcuterie boards. Now, I showcased this book. I have several books. I recommend that you start with your library. Go to your library, online even, and find books on charcuterie boards. There's a fun one, and I'm going to show you the one that I did last year of Santa Claus as we're showcasing, but there are a number of books that are available at your library. So I just, this one, the beautiful boards I actually own, my daughter gifted me that, but this one, Boards and Spreads, I checked out of my library along with Around the Board. These are worldwide different ideas for celebrations. And then a total bonus that I found was I love Trader Joe's snack board cookbook. I am a huge Trader Joe's person, and this book is just filled with all kinds of ideas of using the Trader Joe's products for your boards, which keep it super simple. You don't have to put a lot of homemade, home cooking thought into it, but you can still create a fabulous board. This is by Pamela Elgin, Ellgen. Now, she is Surfer Girl Eats on Instagram, just so you know, but she's remarried, and so her name is slightly different. But if you go to Surfer Girl Eats on Instagram, she's got a lot of details in there. So grab a couple of books, go online. You don't even have to do books. I like to have it right in front of me at the kitchen and when I'm putting things together. Now, I want to tell you right now to let go of your tendency to overjudge yourself and overharsh yourself thinking, oh, it's not creative enough. It doesn't quite look like the photo. Here's the example of the Santa Claus board that I created from the picture that I saw. And then here is the finished product of the actual Santa Claus that I did myself. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. But is it fabulous? Absolutely. And it was a big crowd pleaser, and people really enjoy when you put just a little bit of creativity into it. All right, so let's talk about equipment that you likely have in your kitchen, or you can find at a thrift store, the Goodwill, a consignment store, estate sales, garage sales, or you can actually just order them off of Amazon, go to Home Goods, go to any store, Target, anywhere that carries home furnishing type things and kitchen things. So it could be a simple board as small as this, okay, or you can use this as an accompaniment. This is an actual cutting board that was given to me that I don't use to cut on, but I use this for, charcuterie and fun stuff. This is an actual bigger one. This one I think I actually did order off of Amazon, so it's bigger if you're doing a big spread, and it's kind of fun. It has the little leather tassel there to carry. And then this one I actually picked up at a garage sale, I believe it was. It's not perfect. You'll see it's kind of nicked and used and worn, but I don't care because as you'll see in the video that I'm going to showcase where I used it last night, I actually covered it with beautiful holiday napkins, and then I set all of my other little items on it to complete it. So nobody ever actually really sees the board, and even if they do, so what? Guess what that shows? That shows that you are a fun person, you're fabulous, and you're busy entertaining. So start with the board that you want to use, or several boards. You can do an entire board party. Don't be bored, come to the board party. So that's an idea. Now, the other thing that I like to do when I'm setting out for a party or anything is to create layers of height. This is an example. I actually purchased this at Home Goods. It's meant to be a cake or cheese type thing, which this doesn't quite fit on it. And clearly what had happened was The glass was broken. They were just selling this for super cheap, a couple of bucks. I bought this because I use it to, just put different things on. Maybe I stack the entire board, or I'll put something along with my boards that give it height. And height is what creates that sense of artistry, creativity without a lot of extra effort. So I have that. I also will use Amazon boxes covered with holiday napkins or festive napkins. And then I do have my actual cake plate. This I actually bought at a garage sale also for a couple of bucks, but it's my cake plate that I use for my eggnog holiday rum cake, as you'll see here in the photo. But I also can use this, again, for height and adding that creative touch to my boards. So that's just an idea as well. Now, you can also begin to collect different things. I showcased this in my Thanksgiving appetizers. This is my little olive tray. This was a gift. Okay, so you can put olives in here and it looks kind of fun. You could set that on a board, right? You could set it up and then do different things around it. Again, just having fun with creativity. And be sure you're subscribed to the channel and subscribe to the Charcuterie Board playlist that I will be creating over the course of this entire year, adding different things to it. Now, this is another little gift that was from a neighbor. Actually, it's the same neighbor who gave me the olive board. These are just, I can't tilt this, but this is actually a board. Has these three little, removable ramekins, if you will, little bowls that hold stuff. So I will often put nuts, chocolates, dips, different things. But again, that can sit right on my board. You can still see there, it can sit wherever I want it to, and those are some fun things. I collect holiday plates. I'll be showcasing, these are, this was end of year sale, and this was Avon series thrift store. I actually bought a set of like 3 of these one year, or maybe 4, and had them for the longest time mix and match with my other china. And then boom, I ran into a thrift store years later and got the rest of the set. And now I have 8. I have little plates and bowls that go with my everyday wear that I can use. And then again, I just collect little things. If I want to do, a seafood theme or something, I have the little boat. I have a holiday Christmas tree ramekin. And then I just collect different things over time. This was a gift of jam that was given to me. I saved that. It can go with my charcuterie board. Maybe if you're serving a cocktail or making homemade dressing. I love to do this for sauces and dressing. And then again, just fun little everyday glass pieces that you have that you can use to put on your board. Little white, just odd different types of ramekins. And then I love to use my barware also. I love the Moscow Mule cups. You can use these. These are beautiful, set on a board with, for instance, you could have your veggies. You could have your veggies coming up out of it, have a variety of these. And then I have somewhere in here, I have a copper bowl. Again, just that I bought over time. This could have the dip in it. Just get creative. And as I always talk about, come up with a theme and then determine what dishes you're going to use from the theme that you've selected. So that's an idea. Again, I have a 3 dip set. I believe I got this at Pottery Barn. I think it was on sale when I got this, Pottery Barn, but it's lovely. It matches kind of my whole motif of distressed copper and distressed looking stuff. This is a vintage little glass plate that was my husband's grandmother's. And then again, adding fun barware, silver rimmed glass that I could again put, I could put dips in here. I could put fruit. I could put a wide variety of things. And then I've collected other little tiny things at thrift stores. When I'm out in thrift stores, I'm always in the kitchen section, and I'm always looking for different items that I could pick up for $1 or $2 that I can add to my collection and use over time. I have a whole collection of, these were Pottery Barn also. You can see that they have the little rhinestones in them. They're super elegant, just little tongs. I have a set of 2 of those. I have a wide variety of spoons, little forks, other little tongs, and different things like that. So I never have a shortage of the serving utensils that I have for my boards as well. So that just gives you some ideas. Look around your kitchen, determine what you have. What holiday napkins can you intersperse into it? I also like to add lettuce as a bedding or chopped up cabbage, or I will use rosemary, which you'll see in the video I'm about to show you of last night's charcuterie board. I will just snip fresh herbs from my garden that I can intersperse in the tray. The rosemary is super pungent and very fragrant, and it fits in lovely, and it gives it a very nice look, a very nice aesthetic, integrity, as well as a great smell. All right, so now let me show you, this is the board that I created for the party last night. When I put together my boards, I talk about having a theme, and one of the things that I like to do is a combo, sweet and savory, crunchy, crispy, and softer, and then heartier and lighter. So heartier might be something that contains meat, a more hearty appetizer, if you will, that's going to be more filling, satiating, and then I always have a vegetarian, vegan option. So for this particular charcuterie board, one of the things that I wanted to do for sweet was I make my fat bombs, which are just simply a combination of dates, shredded coconut, almonds. I put chia and hemp seeds in this particular one, cacao powder, and then sea salt. And the sea salt was a huge hit last night. People were raving about it. When they tasted the fat bomb, they could taste the sweet and the sea salt, and it really was perfectamundo. So that was my sweet. And then, of course, I had fresh vegetables and hummus that I made myself. If you recall, I did the hummus recipe in my Thanksgiving series. And then I also did, of course, my bacon stuffed dates, bacon wrapped stuffed dates with the goat cheese. Those were the first thing to go off the tray. And then I also did these easy chicken skewers. I just cooked one full chicken breast, seasoned it with salt and pepper, drizzled it with balsamic vinegar, baked it, and then I just cut it into little cubes. I just used my basic toothpicks. I took a red pepper, I cut it up into little pieces. I toasted it or broiled it, whichever one you want to do, for about 10 minutes, got it super soft, and then I just cut up some feta cheese, and I just put it on the toothpick to make it really small. This was a woman's party, just for my female friends, and so I wanted it to be really small, bite-size, to where they didn't have to, struggle a whole lot with a whole long skewer. And those items went super fast too. So I had my chicken skewers, I had my bacon wrapped dates, my hummus and fresh veggies, my fat bomb, and then I also added in nuts, just a variety. I used pistachios, Marcona almonds, and pecans for this particular nuts. And then you can see how I layered all of that with, I started with my board, my kind of distressed board. I put these lovely bronzy, goldy napkins on there, and then in the very center I put a glass plate and I put the veggies on there, and then around it I showcased the other options. Added in my little forks and spoons, added in the rosemary, and it was divine. So that just gives you an idea and an overview of putting together our charcuterie board. What would you like to see added to yours? What questions or comments do you have? Please leave them below. Give me a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of the charcuterie board series, as well as the rest of the Christmas Holiday 2024 series, which is really not dated. So even if you're catching this Christmas 2025 or beyond, it doesn't matter because it's still right for you. I'm Jackie Ulmer. Grab my guide over at lowertoxiclife.com so you get all the recipes and all the notifications. Just as a fun little bonus, I thought I would show you some of the party. It was a women's party for the group that I'm active in Scottsdale. It was hosted at my beautiful friend Kathy's home, and as you can see, she decorated quite beautifully, multiple trees. She has this fun little chocolate and candy bar, which is here. It's her, she brings her grandkids in. You'll see the little gift bags, and she allows them to put just a little bit of candy in there, as well as all of her guests were invited to fill a little treat bag. She did a beautiful job of laying out a spread. We had fabulous desserts, as you can see here. And then we did the very fun $25 gift exchange, complete with stealing the gift up to 3 times. Everyone draws a number, and it was quite fun. She also entertained us with bingo, and I actually was the one who won the blackout round and got this lovely candle. So we had a great time and just wanted to showcase that for you as well.